Hey guys, it's Big Sexy with Big Sexy Outdoors. If you guys are looking for your bucks to be big and sexy like me, I recommend you go out and get yourself some Big Sexy by Domain. This product is filled with radish, turnips, and kale, and other vegetation to keep the deer coming back all season long. Go out to your local Tractor Supply and purchase some today. Big Sexy by Domain. All right, we are live. So guys, tonight we have a special guest. This is Zach Albert, and he is with Carnage Monster Truck. Now, Zach, before you introduce yourself, I believe Chris has an intro video. Let's throw that intro video right up off the bat so everybody can see what you're about. Chris, you ready to roll that thing? I know he is.
One second. Sorry, cat was yakking at me. You said the intro video?
Yep, let's roll that baby. Dude, all right, I'm not gonna lie to you. That truck is badass. I'm just gonna say it out loud, man. That is awesome.
Thank you.
That is awesome. I always said one day I wanted to build one of them, but the amount of money that goes into building one is incredible. So, Zach, we have you on. Not only do we want to show off your truck, but we want to tell everybody about an event you have coming up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this event?
So, PA Mud Fest. We're holding it over at Famous Redding Outdoors, Dark Water in St. Clair. It is Memorial Weekend. It's the 24th to the 27th. It's roughly about 14 days from now. Where it's 6,000 acres, trails. We're doing mud bogs. So yeah, there's the 3 pits that we just redid there. Just dropped quite a few truckloads of topsoil on those, so they're going to be fresh and nasty. So
that is an actual picture right there, Zach. That was an actual picture of what we're running through.
We just redid those pits. So, if you look at the one all the way to the right, that's going to be our bounty hole. So trucks will attempt to try to get through that. We're doing $1,000 payout, whoever can get through it. The goal is we made sure that you're not going to get through it. And then the other 2 are just going to be for, free play, open bogs, people that can, want to go through it, take your chances. We'll have an excavator on site and stuff like that. If you get stuck, we'll be able to recover you and get you out. So,
How many vehicles do you intend to get stuck in these pits? Tell me, I have to know. How many guys do you think you're gonna have to use that machine to pull out?
So far, those pits, I think not many people are gonna be able to get through them, to be honest, unless you're packing 44 and up tires. Now we have an open swamp area that people can have fun and free play that we flooded out. And then to top it off, we also are doing mud truck races. So we're going to have stocks and, modifieds racing through there. So that guy right there, that's Tim Brenneman and the Family Tradition Truck. He's coming to our event. He's going to attempt the bounty hole.
Let's see if I can. Oh, sorry, there were comments.
Impressive truck for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. That's the real Big Sexy. All right, Ryan. All right. Come on, man. That hurts a little bit.
So Ryan Storm is the guy who is hosting the event. He is creator of the PA Dirt Riders. So he's doing all the, behind the scenes of the mud bogs. We're trying that for the first time this year. So we'll be doing Barbie car races, stuff like that, racing them down the hill. trophies
All right,
and
all right.
cash
I'm going to stop you.
payouts.
Tell me about the Barbie car race. You got to tell me about the Barbie car race. I have to know. I'm excited already to hear about the Barbie car race.
So the Barbie car race. So you're gonna get one of those little Power Wheel Barbie cars. Yep. And then 2 people have to push you down the hill. And then there's gonna be a mud pit at the bottom. Then you have to cross the mud pit to get to the other side. Now you have to wear a helmet because safety. We recommend long sleeve and pants. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. So the winner of we have stock and modified. So if you just want to run a stock Barbie car, crush out the gear so it's free flowing. The winner will get a pit bike as the prize and a trophy. And then the modifieds, we're doing I believe it's a $250 payout for the modified ones. So,
dude, that's awesome.
Oh yeah,
I like his face. What's he? I'm sure he's holding a beer there, right? Is that what I'm saying?
probably a camera or a beer. I hope it's a beer.
It looks like a beer. He is legs up, man. He is all in. I love that photo. That is awesome.
Yeah, they do this a lot down south, so we're just trying to bring the South north. There's not really an event like this in Pennsylvania. We're trying to do something, new. This is one of the biggest events in Pennsylvania when it comes to this kind of stuff. A lot of them are
so this is your
owned.
first one? Sorry, Zach. I didn't want to interrupt, but I just want to make sure people understand. This is your first one here
we
in
had
PA?
one last year, and it was more of just trail riding, and we had events and stuff like that. But this is the first year we're doing the mud bog and the Barbie car races, and we're even doing mud wrestling.
Oh my God, dude, this is gonna be good.
So, yeah.
Dude, look at some of these pictures. This is awesome.
Yeah, we had about 3,200 people last year. We're estimating close to 4 this year. So we're hoping that it'll be a good turnout. Hopefully the weather holds up for us. Yeah, the kid in the wheel.
So, all right, before we get too deep into this, you are having this event in St. Clair, Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yes.
And that event is on Memorial Day weekend, and the event will go from Friday to Monday, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're giving all the right details. What is the entry for this event, and how can somebody purchase a ticket?
So the entry is $100 for the entire weekend. And then FRO, you have to go to the FRO event page, and then you can get your ticket there. You'll sign your waiver. All tickets are online. No cash at the gate. Just to try to, make things go faster. Try to get your tickets ahead of time because they're just going to make you buy the ticket on the site at the gate anyways. So, but the mega truck guys and the mud truck guys, and only them, because they race, they're allowed to come Saturday and pay a Saturday fee, and that goes straight to the payout. But that is only for the mega truck and the racing guys. That's a Saturday only. They come and then they leave. It's only for them.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a pretty good deal, being you're going to be there for 3 days. I'd say most events are somewhere around $50 to get in. For 1 day, you're telling them 100 for 3. Sounds like a pretty fair deal to me.
Yeah, I mean, we got bands, got live music, bogs, miles and miles of trails. They're even opening the city of Minersville so you could ride your ATVs in town, go get food, bar hopping, whatever you want to do. The mayor and is allowing us to do that. So
this event didn't just happen overnight, man. This is something intense. If you got the mayor to let you in town and you have all this is going to be huge. I mean, people need to understand how big this event is going to be.
Oh yeah. It's
4,000
definitely hands
people.
down. So far, we think it's the biggest one in Pennsylvania. It's definitely the first one to hold Barbie car races down the hill. Other states do it, but I don't think PA has been on the board yet. We're bringing it to PA.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, that's gonna be hilarious. Oh my god. So, oh my god, look at the mud. Look how muddy she is, dude. Listen, I'm not a muddy guy. Like I like to wear waders when I go fishing. I'm gonna have to jump in this mud at some point. Big Sexy's gonna have to go in here.
Well, last year we were hiding lanyards, and if you find a lanyard, you win a prize. Now we had one of the pit bike lanyards in the mud pit, and I can't tell you how many people were climbing in there looking for that lanyard. And she won it. She won it. She kind of got luck of the draw. Nobody was finding for like 2 days. Nobody could find it, and I found like one of those grading rakes up on top of the mountain, and I drug it down with the mega truck, and I went through it. As soon as I went through it, she found it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, and this isn't just monster trucks. I mean, this is
No,
dune buggies
side
to
by
four-wheelers
side,
to
sand rails, 4-wheelers, dirt bikes. If it's got wheels and a motor, bring it.
I mean, are people? So I guess part of my question is, so you're gonna have people camping there for 3 days? Is that like, are they staying, or are they going home and coming back the next
It's
day?
camping on site. Now there's no electric or water hookups, but if you need to wash off or fill your campers or clean off your ATVs or trucks, we got a local fire department on site. We have a tanker there to fill campers. We're also trying to make some showers for people to wash off. So, I mean, the camping is there. We got food for you. I'm sleeping in a tent. So,
Dude, this is really cool, especially being that now. So let me also add to this that I live 20 minutes from there. I'm going to say 20, 25. Chris is probably 20, 25. TJ, who will accompany me on Saturday to the event, is only 15. So this is really cool that it's so close to us and all this big stuff is going down. I think that's awesome all by itself. And another thing I like is that the town is supporting what you're doing. I want you to know that we were just out in Shamokin the other day in the AAOA. They have their own 4-wheeler rides through town now and things like that. I thought that was really cool that the towns are really starting to support this stuff. So kudos to you guys for the amount of effort, because I can already tell by when I was watching your stuff, I'm like, man, there's nothing about this these guys ain't working for. You know, I know how hard it is for somebody to just to allow a 4-wheeler on a property, honestly, is sick. That's tooth and nail. Reading is one of the only places that really allow you to do it at their fee. So this is awesome. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. So what's your favorite part going to be of this event?
Oh, just all the different kinds of people, where they come from, and what they're bringing. I always like to be able to talk to them and see, what they've done to their machines, and what they're planning on doing and how they run them. Everyone runs their machines different. Like I'm a lead foot. Like I'll send my truck to the moon, and don't give two craps about it, because I'm just gonna tear it up, rebuild it, make it better.
Dude, that's awesome. Look at that mud pit. What are you, GoPro in the front of that thing when you go through?
I try to until it gets dirty.
Dude, I think that's incredible. So now these pictures he's showing here, these videos Chris is showing here, is this a Reading? Is this your Reading event? I didn't look at the title when he pulled it up. Or is this a different event?
No, this is the famous Reading out. This is last year's event here. See, they were hiding all the lanyards and the trees and, on the trails and in the mud pits. And then if people brought them back, they won prizes. I don't think we're doing the lanyards this year because a lot of people didn't find them all. So we had to go out and retrieve them after the fact.
Sorry, I shouldn't chuckle, but poor guys went through all the work and had to go get them anyway.
I mean, the big one was the mud pit. Everyone knew where that one was, so everybody was climbing in. I mean, I like the mud, but I wasn't getting in it.
You don't get in it?
I was not getting in it. It was, no. I'm a big fan of liking to see the bottom. If I can't see the bottom, I ain't going in.
And you take your truck through all them big mud pits like that, and that's it. You just go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Windows up, AC on, and I floor it.
Dude, that's awesome. I think that's incredible. Sounds like a party. There you go. Somebody Freezer Bound Outdoors comment. It sounds like a party. So I will be with you in 2 weeks. And Chris and I are going out to Freezer Bound Outdoors event in Clarion, PA this week. So we got a busy month here. I've been on some of these trails out here. Some of these things you're showing, I've been on now. I used to have a side-by-side and blew the engine, so I would love to come out. Maybe I can steal my brother's for the day. I don't know how happy he'd be if I bring it back all muddy, but maybe.
Well, we got the fire company to wash you off. You'll never know.
I'll have to see if I can steal his for the day. He might let me steal his Arctic Cat. But
yeah, we got something for everyone. We got the hill climbs, we got the pits, we got the sand dunes. I mean, we got the in through the woods, and we got spots in the woods that people like to hang out near the swimming holes and all the springs and stuff that are coming out the mountainside. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
So let me get off mud pits and four-wheelers and let me go to. So you have people come out to the event. Do you have any people come? I see you have vendors and things like that out there. How many vendors usually have come out to this event and set up?
I believe we have 8 food vendors, if I'm not mistaken. That's really not my part. It's more of Ryan's.
Yep, Ryan can jump on if he's around. I could send him a link. He can jump right on right now.
I think he's working, unfortunately. Got to work to pay for this event.
Yeah, I bet he did.
So, but we got vendors, we got mechanics on site if you break your stuff. We got towing companies. I think if you pay for like $10, they'll recover your machine wherever in the woods you are. They'll bring you back. So we're trying to make everyone happy, but not everyone will be happy. There's only so much we can do. So, I mean, each year is going to get better and better. More vendors, more people. Each year we're going to learn what we need to do and what we can do better, what we can do without. So,
and you plan on this event now from here going on every year, right? Like this is something you plan on.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Big thing is insurance. Be able to get the insurance and stuff. But for the most part, I think we're gonna try to do it one in the fall if we can, and then every Memorial weekend from here on out. That's our game plan.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm stoked that you invited us. I want you to know, I'll say it publicly. I'm stoked that you invited us. I'm gonna give us the opportunity to come out and check this out. So I'm tickled pink, man, and I'm really looking forward to come out and see it all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing your truck too. But
I guarantee it, I'm not gonna be the biggest.
Really?
Yeah. Family tradition that the blue one on the one photo, other than mine, the older Chevy. He's a little bit bigger than me, bigger tires, a lot more horsepower. So we're gonna test this truck against my truck in the pit. We're gonna do a little tug of war action in the pit, and then we're gonna see who can get the farthest in the bounty hole as a little side bet.
Yeah, well, you got to keep your own little gig going, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to have some fun here. You can't just host the whole event.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that before or after?
What, the mud bogs and
What you guys used to in your
so
personal bet?
we're gonna do it on Saturday. After the racing events. So our racing events start at 10:30, and after that, that should go for a few hours, depending on how many side by sides and four wheelers want to join. More you drink, more you get liquid bravery.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
then we're gonna send these bad mega trucks through this bounty hole and test their luck, and then me and Tim, family tradition, are go head to head and see who's Chevy's batter.
That's going to be an exciting thing all by itself. You see who commented at the bottom of the screen here?
Oh, I do.
That one's trouble there, man.
Telling me.
God, I love her. That one's trouble. She's going to keep you on your toes at this event. I hope you're ready for that. She's going to want to drive your truck more than you will.
I told her she can.
That I'm definitely going to have to see that. That's going to be fun.
And you should have seen her backing it off the trailer.
I wish I had a video. So you guys put a long time into this. I have to ask, what started this? Like, what started where it all came from? I realize you have a truck. I mean, did it start off at the beginning of you just got a truck and started going, or what made you start these events?
So the PA Mud Fest started as PA Dirt Riders. It was just, Ryan Storm started it. Just a group of guys that got together and went out and, hung out and rode bikes and, four wheelers and stuff. And then the events were happening, but it was so he had such a big social media already that everyone kept telling him that he should start doing events, and he was like, nah. And then these other guys that were doing the events, they were getting out of it because the insurance was getting too much, or it was just too much work. And then sooner or later, nobody was doing it, so he hopped on and did the first event last year, and it was a big, huge turnout. And now this year we're second year running, and hopefully it's gonna be bigger and better.
Dude, that's awesome. So let's move on to another part here. I see at the top of your screen it says become a sponsor. Tell us how someone that enjoys this event or thinks this event is really cool can become a sponsor in your event.
Yeah, you're gonna have to reach out to Ryan Storm on that one. That's out of my department, unfortunately.
Well, the good news is Chris is a phenomenal tech guy, and he's got all your sponsorships up on the screen right now. Look at this.
Look at him. He's already he knows more about it than I do.
This dude's the man. I'm telling you. See, I got this covered. I was on it already. Chris knows what he's doing. So, Chris has sponsors up. Your sponsors go from anywhere from 25. Chris, what was that? 25 to, I want to say it was 5,000. Yeah, it was 5,000. So, I mean, that's someone, if you want to be real serious about an event that gets 4,000 people, I'd say that's a pretty good way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So I am, like I said, I'm stoked. That's all I can keep saying is I'm stoked, and the invite means the world to me. So I'm definitely looking forward to just coming out, check it out. I watch a lot of your videos. I won't lie, I talked to Amber a little bit. And Amber just likes getting dirty, so she's gonna promote anything, right? I'm just gonna tell you. just like Big Sexy. She seen Big and Sexy on a shirt. It didn't matter who it was. She was like, I got this. But
well, when she first said that, I thought she was talking about me, but then I saw the sweatshirt.
Oh, dude, you see, I get it. I can see why you think that. I'm not gonna lie, I got it. But so the real funny reason is, look at this.
Oh, okay.
So it started off differently, but now it's a nickname, and that's what we do. And this $100 fee you guys have going, there's no extra for campers, tents. This covers everything.
Yeah. The only thing it doesn't cover is if you want to register for the mud bog racing. If you pay the $100, it's just an additional $15 for the registration for the mud bogs, and all registration money that is collected goes straight to the payout. So whoever wins, first place, you get a payout, and then you get a trophy, first, second. That's all for that. So I mean, if you're brave
so
enough
it's all
and
in
you
the
think
prize.
the machine's Top Gun, bring it out, test it to the limits.
That sounds like a challenge, Zach.
Yeah.
Is that a challenge? Are we challenging right now?
Oh, if they think they have the balls to bring their equipment and go against Carnage Mega Truck, let's do it.
I love that. All right, we got a challenge on our hands right now. It's on. Anybody that thinks they can beat Carnage Mega Truck, this is your event. Get out here, see if you can beat it. Oh, man, I love a good challenge. All right, my day is made.
What they don't know is Amber's going to be in the driver's seat.
Dude, you guys are winning. You guys are winning. Little Amber's going to get thrown around. She won't even be able to stay behind the wheel when that thing's bouncing.
You don't feel it in the truck. It really takes every little bit. It's kind of like being on a boat.
Really?
Yeah, it just kind of weighs back and forth at you when you're driving.
I guess with all that suspension, I guess I can understand that, really. I mean, so tell us about the build of your truck. I don't want to get off the event, but I'm interested, right? We're talking about Carnage Mega Truck here. Tell me what you have into your truck. I don't need to know dollar signs. Just tell us what's built in there.
Well, it's a 2008. It's a Chevy Duramax, 6.6 LMM diesel engine. Slightly worked. We can't get into details on that because then we'll all get in trouble. But it's got a stage 4 Allison transmission. Basically, it's been bulletproofed. And then it was a 4-wheel drive truck, and we converted it to a 2-wheel drive. So it has the only tail shaft in the country for the 4-wheel drive Allison T1000. And then that goes to an interchangeable gear SES drop box.
Hey, did you see this comment before you keep going?
Yeah. So yeah,
sorry.
we went to Diesels of New York, and there was thousands of diesel trucks, thousands, and none of these guys wanted to go up against my truck. The kid that brought a Honda Civic was like, "I'll do it," and I literally got out of the truck and put it in gear, and it was still pulling the Honda.
So when we told him he was racing, he was a little.
So this kid had a lot of balls, but he just wasn't working.
Oh, that he did. Yeah, he thought I was gonna rip him in half, and I was like, "I'll be easy on you."
I think that's great. A Honda Civic.
Honda Civic, yeah.
And all these other guys with these big trucks had no.
Oh yeah, it was embarrassing, for these guys. I got 1,000 horsepower in my diesel truck, and this Honda Civic with 82 horsepower is giving it all it's got to pull me.
So I gotta ask a really stupid question. This is just for fun. Is it true that when we make a truck big like that, we're trying to make up for something in our lives? Like, is that true, or is it just a passion?
We're definitely compensating. Definitely. But when you got a big truck and you're compensating, you got to have a big set of cojones to do what we do.
I believe that, honestly. I watched some of your videos.
Doing that right there, that kind of my cojones went right in my throat when I did that. That was the first time I jumped it.
That was the first time.
Yeah, that was the first time I jumped it. I'm gonna be honest, it looked a lot higher in the truck when I jumped it.
Oh, I bet it does. It probably feels so much different too with the way you're jacked up like that. I'll bet it feels way different.
And then this ramp is designed for monster trucks, so you like nosedive.
Yeah.
But I would say we got about 6 feet in the air. Now that truck weighs almost 13,000 pounds. So that truck was not really designed to get off the ground. But it was kind of heat of the moment, and we had to do it.
What suspension do you have up under that thing?
So they're 20-inch travel big shocks. Yeah, they're a lot of the big mega truck guys down south, they run that.
Is that the same setup then?
For the most part, yeah. A lot of the guys, they'll run their tube chassis. I built mine off the frame. This is my third build on this truck. Carnage was my third build. And then I have one kind of hiding right now in the sidelines that I'm currently building that not many people know about. So
there's a surprise in the works.
Yeah, it'll definitely be around for next year's event, just not this year. Didn't have enough time.
So now is this one gonna beat Carnage?
Racing, yes. Size wise, no. Carnage is probably pushing close to 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. She'll rip a house down with no problem. But her top speed's probably 65 eventually, but it does get there.
It just takes a little bit.
Oh yeah. But
I'm watching this video. What's hooked to the back of the truck here?
Oh, it's a tow cable. So this is down up in Knoxville, PA, a park called Wolf Springs. And we're currently going through a pit called the Tank Trap. So each pit's different. You constantly keep riding, keep going. It gets harder each time. And if you get stuck, they can access your tow rope from that middle section where you go over. And then they'll pull you with a dozer and get you out.
Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, boy, it looks like that's just in case, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, it is some nasty stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't get a full video. I made it all the way to the end and got stuck at the end, but the phone died right there. But there's seven pits that you go through, and yeah, I think my truck overheated. I was well over 300 degrees.
Really?
Oh yeah, like I couldn't see out my windshield, so I was looking at the side at the guy guiding me, and then I happened to look back over, and my thermostat was reading completely at the bottom. Like it was. Oh, I thought it was smoke from the exhaust, but it was my coolant.
Really? That's when you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So
we're done.
How many of these events have you been in?
Oh, I've been to quite a few. We were just down in Florida for an event down there at Redneck Mud Park. That's like Mardi Gras for rednecks down there. Crazy. But no, we usually hit about 7 a year.
Really? And how long you been doing it?
Since 2020, so only about 4 years.
Yeah, well, 7 a year is 20. That's 28 events, so that's pretty.
Yeah. I mean, that's why Ryan Storm wanted me on the board. Bringing the mud bog stuff. Not many guys have the mega trucks. Everyone's got to travel to go to these events, and people in Jersey and people, in Virginia, there's not really a whole lot of events. So, we're trying to get a lot of these mud trucks got to go to upstate New York. They got to go to Maine. They got to go to Texas, Florida, Louisiana. It's just a lot of far places. So, we're just, we're trying to bring everything close to home. So we have something kind of in our backyard.
So I know you don't have numbers, but I mean, is there a lot of guys that actually have trucks like this around?
Oh yeah, there's tons of them.
Really?
There's tons of them.
And what are you hauling?
Different. Like I'm not the biggest either. Like there are guys that tower my truck by 3 feet, 4 feet. Like it is absolutely ridiculous how big these trucks are. Like you can stand next to my tire, and my tire is 66 inches tall. So if you're 5 foot, 6 inches, that's the height of my tire. Now there's guys that are running 80 inches, 96 inches of tire. Like a full grown man can stand inside their wheels. But they take their tires off and they haul them on a tractor trailer flatbed and.
So that's what I was going to ask. I mean, I'm sure this takes a huge. You're going to need a diesel just to haul the thing. You're going to need a dual axle or a dually, right? I mean, you're gonna need something big to haul that because you got to haul that big trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I just haul mine on a 16,000 pound 22-foot drop deck trailer with my 3500 single wheel Duramax, and she hauls it like it's like a walk in the woods. Like
Oh,
no
you're
problem.
running a Duramax. I'm sure that helps a lot too. Them things are made.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, smart. Them things are made to. Them things are made to take a beating. Hey,
Yeah.
Chris popped up here. He got something. Hold on. Chris
No,
pops
no,
up.
no,
That's
no.
important. Chris, what you got?
No, it's not important. I was just going to say Rodney Allen and them, they each actually have a truck. One was called the Outlaw. I don't know if you remember that one. And I don't know what the heck Rodney Allen's is called, but I know they both have trucks that they take to these events. So I would not be shocked if he was there.
Oh, nice. Well, there you
So, yeah.
go. So,
Oh,
Chris,
yeah,
you actually know somebody probably show up and enter in this event. I think that's really cool.
Probably. Yeah. Sorry. Oh.
Sorry. See, that's what he does. That he just disappears. He's gone again.
comes and goes. Yeah, I got stuck right here.
Did you really?
Yeah. Now my back tires are still on dry land. I went right into this bounty hole, and my tires sank like a rock. Like I was floating on my axle. Couldn't even get myself back out.
So what, like, when you guys create these mud pits and these mud holes, is it just like straight topsoil and water, or what is it you're...
It's different everywhere you go. Like down in Florida, it's that sand mud, and it's like quicksand. It like that stuff will eat your truck alive. Up here, it's hit and miss because if you go to certain places, it's shale. Some places are clay. But now we're FRO is an old mine site, so we mud truck guys don't like to put our trucks in the silt and the coal. So we brought in mud because I don't want guys running in stuff that I wouldn't want to run in. So we brought in mud. Yeah, that pit right there, that was last year. Everybody could make it through that one, and then we kind of modified it this year, and yeah, we already had a guy try to go with the side by side through that pit, and it wasn't happening.
So I think one thing that really will help your event is what you just said. I mean, you even though you're set up in a what I call coal pits, you brought dirt in to make sure everybody's vehicle and machine is well taken care of. I think that alone proves you guys are real serious about what you do.
Oh yeah. If I won't run in it, I wouldn't ask anyone else to run in it. It's just how it is. Silt will destroy your machines. It gets in things, and then for some reason the minerals just eat bearings and seals, and it's just so bad for your machine. So we brought in topsoil, and just for this event, because last year, like the last 5 years, those pits weren't. They weren't like that. We're right there. It's like it was majority water, and it kept getting dirty, and every time I went through it, I was making ruts for these guys. So, but this year we filled it. We dropped 40 triaxle loads of soil.
Oh wow! So you really made mud.
Oh yeah. So we have 20 loads in the bounty hole, which I don't think anyone's going to get through. If they do, I'd be surprised. I'd be absolutely shocked. That's bottomless right now. Like you're going to hit it and it's going to bring you a dead stop. That's what I think it's going to be. And then these other ones.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. These guys are balls to the wall, man. Their machines are just nosediving into this thing and dying.
Now we got some nasty ones coming. Some side by sides on 50s, and they're on portals.
Really?
Oh yeah. Some of these guys, they're skimmers. They got their motors built so much, and they're running nitrous and stuff. Unfortunately, we have to have the nitrous disconnected for this event, because we got to try to make it fair for people. So, We have no
So-
nitrous and no blowers. Now the mega trucks can run it because they're trying to do a bounty hole, and that's a pretty good distance. And the crowd would be far enough away that we feel like it would be, safer for the mega trucks to run it. Plus, I don't think they're getting through that bounty hole anyways, so that's definitely going to slow them down. I guarantee it.
Oh, this is really neat. I mean, I watched some of your videos prior, but watching Chris pull up some I haven't seen is really. I mean, no wonder you have 4,000 people coming. This is a blast.
Yeah, it was definitely something. I was the only truck to be able to get through the pits last year, but I have a big advantage. There was a couple 4-wheelers, a couple side-by-sides that did. They had snorkels and stuff, so it worked out pretty good. But this year, after the mud bogs, they can run to the racing pits. We got the swamp area if they want to take their chances in the 3 pits. This year, you got more power to you. You can go swimming in the well, I think it's a quarry hole, but it's actually, I take the truck in there and I jump off the back of it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this one here makes me want to see somebody mod an Amish buggy and take that through.
That'd be
See
cool. I think it'd be even more funny if you actually still had the horses connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
Could you see an Amish mud bog? I mean, let's think
That's what I'm
about that
saying.
really hard.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm throwing
you
that
guys are giving me
challenge.
ideas.
I'm throwing that challenge out there. I want to see somebody with an Amish carriage and horses take this mud bog. That's my challenge for this thing. That's dude, that would be sick. That would be the greatest mud bog vehicle in it. Now that would be something I do have to say there, Zach. That would be something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, between the Barbie car and then the Amish buggy, you got some events going.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be.
Hey, the Barbie cars, if you don't have one, we got some. We've been picking them up, so if you need one, just come find us. We got tractors, we got Barbie Jeeps, we got Escalades, Corvettes, you name it, BMWs. You can be going down that hill in style.
Listen, Zach, big sexy's big butt ain't gonna make a Barbie Jeep. We ain't making 4 feet when that thing goes falling on the ground.
I got a big four-seater Escalade. We'll just take the back seats out.
Well, we might have to if you want me down one, because I don't think I'm making it otherwise. That thing's gonna blow the 4 wheels right out of it when I sit in that thing.
Well, you can make one too. We have the modifieds. You can modify the suspension and tires. Just can't have any engines.
Man, oh man, you guys are. I gotta see if I can fit that in. That would be pretty cool to modify one, though.
I have a little race car one out here that the kids don't use anymore. So if you want to pop her up quick, you know what I'm saying?
Modify that baby up, Chris.
I got it. It's out in the yard.
Take like a 4-wheeler suspension and just
Yeah.
drop the body on it.
Yeah. You got
Good.
one. So what are you doing? What are you waiting on? Christmas?
Dude, I gotta
Come
fit it in. Listen,
What are
I
you
gotta
waiting
fit
on?
it in.
Shut up.
Oh, Chris. See, you see what he does to me, Zach? And then he challenges me like that.
Well, that's what keeps us alive.
Boom, there goes the wheels. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, listen, I honestly, I don't know if you realize this, but we're at 45 minutes already. I didn't even know we were there. Like, watching your stuff, we're at, usually our likes and stuff end up not starting till we post it. We got a few during the thing. Trying to get my mouse to work here. Bear with me a second. And you are Alyssa Ray Pasek, Alexis, Ryan Story. Yeah, so you got guys blowing us up here with likes before we even get this thing set up and posted. So that's really good. That's really good way to start for you. And this link will be up there. They can, like I said, they'll be able to see all your videos, everything we're doing. Sorry. He's shaking his head off there trying to get out. But all this will be up there. We'll share it. I'm also on the AOAA pages. I'll throw this link out for you on them. We'll get that up there. So like I said, we're right around our mark. Didn't even know we were there. Is there anything you want to add before I have you close out with us on? I'm going to have you tell everybody where it's at and all that again before we close out. Is there anything you want to add besides that?
Hey, just make sure if you do come out, just be safe, have the proper gear. Make sure you read the rules. This is an event. We don't take any drama. We have security. We always want to be friendly. We want to have fun. We got to keep this event going, keep it alive. Just please come on out, have a good time, party with us, hang out, come find me. Depends on the mood I am. I might let you drive in a mega truck.
Now you mentioned the pits, the trails, and so on. What were and the vendors, of course. What were one of the other events that you had that you mentioned?
MUDD wrestling.
That's what I want to see Ben doing. I promise you, that'll be a video and a half.
Yeah, I'm about to take some old clothes. I got a lot of challenges I got against me in one session.
We got a whole weekend full of events.
There you go.
You guys are killing me. I'm gonna have to go naked or in a thong just so I can keep washing off.
Hey, we're doing topless. I think it runs at midnight.
There you go, Ben.
Wet t-shirt contest for Big Sexy. I'm in now, man. I got this one. I'm winning. I'm winning this.
Hey, more power to you. I hope you do.
No, listen, man. I think it's great, but and I don't want to close out. I always hate the end of the show because I feel like we never finish, all the way through. But I also know we start losing viewers at a certain point. So let's tell everybody one more time where this is held, where they can get tickets, the cost, how many days. Go through it. Make sure they all know. So if they're watching this, they have all the info again.
All right. So this is PA Mudfest 2024, holding it in St. Clair, Pennsylvania at Famous Reading Outdoors Darkwater. It is May 24th to the 27th, which is Memorial Weekend. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of trail riding, mud bogs, live bands, vendors, mud wrestling, and can't forget about the Barbie Jeep race. So come on down, enjoy it, have fun, party with us, and hopefully see you at PA Mudfest 2024.
This sounds great. I appreciate it, man. And I want to say that we have been invited out. At least Saturday, I can tell you that Big Sexy Outdoors will be out at the event. We'll have a tent set up. We'll be there. Zach's gonna let me sit in a truck if I get my big butt up in it. Might need a ladder or maybe your crane.
No, we have an elevator.
Dude, I have this. I think I want to sit in the back. Can I sit in the back when they go through the mud?
Of course, I got the bus seats back there.
Oh my god, dude, that's what I want to film this thing from the back. I have it. I got it. But I think it's going to be an awesome event. I had the pleasure of speaking with Zach through a family member of mine and meeting up with him, and I think that I'm taking you for a ride, Ben. I'm doomed. So
and speaking of you hitting it from the back, if the first person that gives Ben a suplex in the mud, whether it's in mud wrestling or not, I'll give him a copy of Gone Hunting for free.
Oh man, Chris, why would you do that to me?
Because God loves you. God loves you, and so do I.
You know what? I'll throw in $100 on that deal.
Nice. See?
Oh my god, dude, I'm doomed. What are you doing to me? I'm doomed.
We'll have Amber do it. Amber can handle it.
There you go.
All right. Dude, it's over. I'm done. Amber, you're getting $100, man. I'm just gonna let you suplex me and get it over with. But no, I did. It's been a pleasure. I know we've been talking on and off, and I know your work schedule's busy. Mine's been hectic as heck. I've been talking to Chris all about you and your event and said I can't wait to have you on the show. So we finally had you on. I think it's awesome that Chris is so good at what he does because we have so many videos and things up showing your truck and your event. So I think that we have covered so much and showed so many cool things that if this doesn't eye grab somebody, I don't know what else will.
Yeah. Well, I thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure. And I hope this works out for the both of us. I'm glad I was able to invite you guys, and hopefully we all get to go out and have fun and play in the mud.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We're going to have a blast. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate, guys, go check out Mudfest. Get a hold of Zach. You guys found out where to get your tickets, found out how much they are, and you found out how cool this event is. So make sure you stop by. See Zach and Big Sexy. And we'll have a great night.
Have a good one.
See you guys.